I'll keep today's message short and sweet. The reason why you are where you are right now and not where you want to be is because you have decided that it is too late. Oh, Mei Ping, it's already the end of August, it's too late. Oh, Mei Ping, it's already the end of September, so what is the point? Oh, Mei Ping, it's the end of October, there's no point even trying. Now, the reason why you are where you are right now is because you have already decided in your mind that there is no point doing anything about it. And that is totally not true. So there are so many, many more days to go. So if you are listening to this live right now, it is the end of August. You have 4 more months. Of course, you can decide that 4 months is short, but I think it's a matter of mindset. Or you can see 4 months as so much time for you to move, for you to make big moves, small moves, something that can truly make your career for the better. It's enough time for you to learn how to communicate with your boss. It's enough time for you to learn how to get recognized by your boss with promotions, to even follow through to make sure that promotion happens. It's enough time for you to adapt in a new job. It's enough time for you to relook at your skill set and to improve the people and technical skills or whatever skills that you need at your job. It's more than enough time because I think it's a matter of perspective, it's a matter of mindset. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 months as short, but I like to see 1, 2, 3, 4 months as so much time as long as you are willing to move. You are willing to move and move fast because once you get the ball rolling, then you start seeing the results, the inner motivation comes in, you start to believe in yourself, then it keeps rolling uphill, right? No, not rolling downhill or staying still, but really rolling uphill. And I think this is the most important message I want you to hear today. And the next part is the fact that if you find yourself, right, spending a lot of time learning, and a lot of people listen to the Corporate Survival podcast or they follow different people online and so forth for learning purposes. And I think learning is great. But one really important reminder here is that knowledge itself is not useful, is not important if you're not applying it. So I want to make sure that you are not learning just to feel inspired, right? I want you to take inspired action. Yes, Mei Ping, I feel so inspired by your podcast today. I'm going to go apply some of the things that you're teaching here, right? I'm going to apply and see how it goes for me, to see the results, to see the progression that I can feel, right? To take inspired action, to feel inspired. Like, yeah, I'm sure there are like 1001 influencers over there that you can follow to get inspired. But the Corporate Survival Podcast with Mei Ping is not one of those places. This is the place to get inspired, to take the inspired action, right? To see results for yourself, for you to start believing that, yeah, I can do it. Growing my career is not difficult. Navigating the corporate world is not difficult. And that is really the purpose of this podcast. And the flow should really be, I learn, then I implement, then I get feedback, then repeat. Learn, implement, get feedback, repeat. I want you to really ask yourself, where are you stuck at? You have been learning, and then telling yourself, oh, maybe, I don't think I have enough time, it's already too late, then I think you are sort of like keeping yourself stuck as well. So that's why I say I want to keep today's message very, very simple. Where in the moments that you feel that I'm learning nonstop to a point that I'm obsessed with learning new things because I'm actually afraid. If I go out there and implement, what if it doesn't work? And this is purely a mindset thing. It's not like the fact that you have to keep learning more and more, because learning more and more without knowing how to apply, implement, then what is the point, right? There's no point. So make sure that you implement, get feedback, and then repeat. Because even this is the same message I send to my Corporate Survivor members as well. I don't want to see my Corporate Survivor members just learning. But what I want to hear is, okay, so what have you implemented? What have you applied? Then bring it to the monthly mentoring calls, right? Bring it to the bonus one-on-one call. Then let's discuss, right? Let's get feedback. Let's pivot so that the next time they try, right, when they repeat the cycle, right, they can actually get better at it. And this is how it's supposed to work. So again, the final point I want to leave you is, are you, like, which stage are you actually stuck at, right? The learning stage, the implementation stage, the get feedback stage, or the repeat stage, right? Are you giving up just because you don't see results, right? So figure out which stage you're at. And if you're in the learning nonstop stage, then seriously, I want you to listen to the Corporate Survival podcast. But what I want even more for you is to actually go out and implement. So like, switch off the podcast right now and please go and implement, go and do something about the things that you have learned from me. Apply, assess, see results. If you find yourself getting stuck in the implementation stage. It's like, okay, maybe I'm doing, but I'm afraid to get feedback. What if I'm doing it wrong, right? Or I refuse to believe I'm doing it wrong. Then it's like, okay, then if you're implementing it blindly, then it's not a good situation as well. And if you have access to a mentor or a coach or an expert, then why not get some feedback? So if you're in that situation right now, and if you're in my career program, the corporate survivor, please bring your issue, bring your challenge, and bring whatever that you have done to our monthly mentoring call. It's released at the beginning of the month so that I can give you some feedback, guidance, and perspective, and as to actually what's going on, what are the blind spots that you're missing, so that you can get better. And if you find yourself getting stuck in the feedback stage, if you okay, maybe I've got the feedback already, but now I feel afraid to repeat. I feel like it didn't work out the first time. Now, after getting feedback, I realize, oh, actually, there are a few things that I'm not doing it correctly, and now I'm afraid to start again. Then I think this is a pure mindset, because instead of seeing that, oh, I got some criticism, I got some feedback that I didn't expect, I feel very upset. Instead of thinking that, why not think, oh, awesome, now I know what not to do, so I can do better at the things that I'm supposed to be doing, right? By knowing what went wrong, now I can make sure things go right. So I'll end here, because I want today's message to be short and sweet, but more importantly, I want you to take action, because there's so much time. There's so much time to go and get what you want. There's so much time to change your career. There's so much time to improve your work confidence. There's so much time to increase your career clarity. There's so much time to get new opportunities if you're really, really willing to go and get that for yourself. I think what happens with a lot of people is fear. So I don't want you to fear anymore, because otherwise you're not going to achieve the career goals that you've set out for yourself in January. You won't be able to give yourself a better life, right, for you or your family. So I want you to really see it as, maybe there are so many more days to go, so many more months to go. I can move, and I can move fast, and I move starting today. So with that, I'll see you next week, and we'll hear all about all the moves that you have made since listening to this episode, or this podcast. See you.